Hi, and welcome back to Wisdom from the Angels. My name is Carolyn. I'm an energy intuitive. I do angel and oracle readings. I also offer distance healing. If you're interested, my email address is listed below. Go ahead, shoot me an email, and see how best we can work together. I hope that you and your family are well, that you're feeling well and you're healthy, and that you are staying safe. Okay? Let's get into today's reading. I was guided to use Angel Answers deck. If you have it, go pull it and let's look at the cards together. Okay? I asked Spirit what was the best way to do this, and they said call in the angels, which I've done already, and do the incantation off camera and begin to then look at the cards and see what comes out. We already have two cards on the table. And, whoa, okay, so that's enough for now. Alrighty. So I'm going to take the cards that have come out and in the order that they've come out. Let me move my bowl over to the side. And because the print on these is pretty big, I don't need my glasses today. Okay. So this week there has been a theme of the energy of this last full moon and the lunar eclipse that happened on Saturday. Depending on where you are in the world, it could have been July 4th or July 5th. However, the energies are felt. It could be 4 to 7 days before or after a new moon, full moon, or eclipse. So we are still in that energy of this full moon eclipse, which was all about transformation and releasing and letting go. What are you ready to release? What are you ready to let go of? It could be relationships because it is the Cancer Capricorn space that we're in. Sorry, they're talking to me. The angels speak to me, and no, I'm not schizophrenic. The angels speak to me and they give me guidance. And they're talking to me and telling me that yes, this energy is going to continue at least for the next week, so through next weekend probably. And they're saying that it is time for us to release and let go. Release our old ways of thinking. Release our perspectives that we had at one time. Release and let go so that we can start to really live our lives from a place of joy and peace and happiness. Release and let go so that we are showing up authentically. Release and let go so that we are aligning with our heart's true desire. They're also saying release and let go from a place of complete peace, unconditional love, and having harmony and balance within our life. That is the universal message at this time, or at least for today. This would be Wednesday's reading, and this is going to be for July the 8th. And while my messages are timeless and can be seen at any time and apply at that time, I keep them in that order simply so I can keep them in order on my loading deck so that I know which one is to be loaded next. Okay? The message is reconsider a decision that you might have made. Reconsider what you came up with. Perhaps a decision or a thought you had. It's time for something new. It could be time for something more gentler, something kinder, a chance to renew, maybe a chance to reconcile. Because the next one is in meditation, it brings answers. I think I shared with you last week, and I can't remember which day. I know it was toward the end of the week, so it probably was Thursday or Wednesday's reading, might have been Friday, where I shared that I've been meditating since the 1970s, and on and off, more on than off. There was a period where I didn't meditate at all. It just seemed like there was no time in life to do that. And yes, even someone as seasoned as I find times where meditating is very difficult. It's hard to settle down. It's hard to go within. It's hard to just calm that part of myself down. What I've learned is that not to get so frustrated in the process. If it's not a good day, I just step back and say, not going to happen today. Okay, angels, bring in the peace and serenity and harmony that I need for today. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't, because sometimes I don't have that calm within to bring about the patience I might need in a situation. Okay? But they are saying for us now to really start to go within, really start to ask the divine for more direction, more guidance, more clarity. How we've handled things in the past is no longer going to work. It's not going to be as effective as it has been in the past, simply because the energy is changing. As I said, we used to be in 3D. Last year we were in 3D. A few months ago we might have still been in the end of the 3D energy. And it is affecting everyone on the planet, whether you are embracing it or not. How do you know if you're embracing it? Your life is starting to get easier and flow easier. Opportunities are showing up. There's more laughter in your life. There's more fun in your life. There's more unconditional love flowing into your life. There's more peace in your life. Things are flowing in a way that you never could have imagined that they would. Things that you've been waiting for are starting to show up. Okay? The next one is you may need to compromise for a little bit. You may need to say, you know what? Because we're talking about relationships, you may need to step back from a hard and fastened rule that you've had, or for hard and fastened position you may have had, to start to look at other opportunities and other ways of viewing things. I think it was Einstein that says it's craziness to think that you're going to do something the same way you used to do it and get a different outcome. That's not going to happen. And you can sit on your hands and you can sit there and go, I'm not budging. I'm not budging. I'm going to keep this perspective as long as I want to. Okay, that's good. You can do that. Start to notice where things start to shift out of whack on your physical, emotional, spiritual levels. Start to really look at, where you're holding grudges and resentments, where you're seeking revenge, where you're looking to put someone else out of the picture or out of your life. Start to look at those areas, because, and the reason I keep talking about relationships is because on the Capricorn Cancer axis, Cancer is all about how we nurture ourselves, how we nurture others, relationships, how we take care of each other. And if we learn nothing from this pandemic, we are not alone. We are all in this together. Okay? Pick up a phone. Call someone you haven't talked to in a while. Pick up a phone. Have that difficult conversation that you might need to have. Pick up a phone and just say, hey, I was curious. How you doing? If you do not have that ability to do that, go within and find out what is within me that prevents me to be kind and loving. And then begin to look for signs. Look for signs in your life where more peace can happen. Look into your heart. If you're not sure which angel to call in, say, and you know what we say on this channel, get the flock in here. Get the flock in here. Hands to your heart. And you can do this even when you're out and you're in public. Just put your hand there. Ask for guidance. Ask for clarity. Ask this or something even better than I can imagine. What is for my highest good and the highest good of all? Okay? Start to look at that and start to reconsider your positions, hard and fast positions, and why you've taken this hard and fast position. You may think that it's beneficial. You may find out later on that you could have shifted to a kinder, loving place. Because the answer is going to come within the next few months, where things really are going to start to show up in our lives if we've been doing it from a place of harmony and empowerment. If we have not been able to get to that place of looking at our lives from an objective point, perhaps it is time, and these are the cards that are coming out, it's time for us to show forgiveness. Show forgiveness for ourselves, show forgiveness for our others. Forgiveness, we're often taught, is someone has to be right, someone has to be wrong. We have to have rules and regulations for other people. Well, that's a little narcissistic, controlling, and manipulative. And courage is needed. The person who can forgive is the courageous one. You're not weak when you forgive. Forgiveness is a beautiful way of allowing yourself to become free in your life. It's a way to open up your heart. It's a way to bring in more gratitude. It's a way to bring in more blessings from an authentic place. And believe me, the angels know whether you're being authentic or you're being controlling and manipulative. They know. And when they see someone who has an open heart and an open mind and is saying, you know what, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And you don't have to get off into rehashing. You do not. Rehashing is like taking the band-aid off of a sore. What's going to happen? It's going to reopen it. Why traumatize yourself? Why traumatize someone else? That's just putting more negativity out into the universe. And believe me, the universe doesn't forget. It's called karma. But over the next few months, things are going to start to really be revealed as to what is going on. We're going to start to see more people are going to start to have those come to Jesus moments in their lives where they're going to have to really get real clear about what they're doing. They're going to have to get real clear about the pain that they brought to someone else. They're going to have to get real clear about their motives. Okay? If you've learned nothing from this pandemic, you should have learned this. Kindness goes a long way. People are in this and on this planet as a collective. No one is alone. If you feel alone, reach out to the universe. Reach out to the angels. You're not alone. I promise you you're not. The angels are there. They're around you. They watch over you whether you believe in them or not. I mean, you picked your angels and the angels picked you before you even took your first breath, before you were with your mom and dad. There is a belief system that says you pick this life, you pick the circumstances. And it's not a blame game, it's not to shame you, but it is to get you to stop and sit back and look at, what did I come here to learn? What did I come here to learn in a way that I can now grow? Not you picking the lessons for other people or you telling people, well, guess you didn't learn that lesson well. That it's not your job. It's not your job. I don't care if you're their parent or not. It's not your job. And to all the parents out there, hey, I'm a parent. I have 2 kids. Hats off to you. Being a parent is not easy. When they're young, they're sweet and they're lovable and you just, oh my gosh, you want them to stay like that forever. They don't. And I had a good friend who told me when my son was about 6 years old, she said, keep up all those keep at least 1 or 2 of those pictures from when they're a baby. So that when they start sprouting off at the mouth or they start telling you, you know, how you need to live your life differently or how you should do things a whole lot, you know, their way. Remember them when they were sweet and kind. That'll keep you from, you know, going off on them. And I've kept those pictures out even though they now are grown adults to remember a time where they were really sweet, very kind, very loving, and very, very, very fun. And babies are, young kids are, but I guarantee you, you have them for a short period of time. There's a poem by Kahlil Gibran that says, our children come through us, but they are not ours. And in that movie, there is the family that prays together. It says that our children are with us for a very short time. I'm going to get that quote and put it up one day. But our children are with us for a very short time, and then they go out and they have the influence of their peers and their partners. And sometimes that influence is very kind and very loving and very encompassing of others. And sometimes it's very manipulative. Sometimes it's very much a standoff, my way or the highway. Sometimes it can be something where you feel like, goodness, what in the world and when will things ever change? Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out how things start to show up in the next few months. Because I guarantee you, the angels are telling us right now, be aware. Be aware. Okay? So that's our message for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. And I hope that everything in your world is peaceful and healthy and that you are staying safe. May you have more peace than your heart can even hold or you can imagine. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell next to it to get an email notification when a new video goes up. And also like. And if you think this can help someone, please share it. Thank you very much for joining me today, and namaste.